How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Well, I've been talking this entire time, and apparently no one has had the decency to say they can't hear me. So thank you to everybody who has been watching and not telling me that they can't hear me. Kaza, I love you. I appreciate you for letting me know. Yeah, I've apparently been just completely talking, and on my end, everything looked fine because I could see the mic bar moving. I can see everything working. Like, as far as I could tell, it was all fine. The problem is it was set to my recording settings, which separates all the channels, not my streaming settings, which puts all my audio onto a single channel because for some reason streaming can't support multiple audio channels. It's really frustrating. So to Mr. William Santiago, who is undoubtedly long gone now, hi, nice to see you. Since everything I said to you earlier you didn't hear. I don't understand your question about how this game compares to Core Keeper in terms of time to create stuff, so if you could be a little bit more specific if you're still here. What are you talking about when it comes to creating stuff? What kind of stuff are you referring to? Oh, cool. You're still here. Cool. I thought I'd scared you off by the fact that I wasn't talking audibly. Because, I mean, I would have probably ditched if I was like, oh, hey, man, how's it going? And then got, like, silence from the person. I've been like, fuck this stream. But... no, I apparently was just having microphone problems. So. Oh, like how long does it take to like build all the stuff that I've built? Well, let me see. How many hours have I put into this game? Where's my Steam info? I'm currently at 52 hours, almost 53 hours in Tinkerlands. And I would say building this village took like 6-7 hours, maybe a little longer. What do you sell now? Oh, you sell a healing staff. And high potions. Oh, it's about time you sell something better. Sorry, anyway, yeah, this building all of this took me about, you know, I want to say about 6 to 10 hours. You could build something simpler in less time, obviously. This probably took me the most time to build, and I want to say it took me maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Now, the build that I'm about to start doing, or that I'm starting up here, this one's going to take me probably a little bit longer. Hey, Alexander. Yeah, I'm in the end game of Tinkerlands at this point. So I hope I'm not spoiling anything annoyingly for anyone. Oh, you tried the voodoo chips, Icarus? Nice. They're good, huh? They are good. So I have decided, or at least I'm trying to test out a theory, that the best, or at least the best damage dealing armor in the game might be that armor that requires you to be in the water. So I was thinking that I would build a boss arena. That was essentially submerged. Since also I didn't have my audio working when I said this, I don't have my webcam going today because I don't really feel like being on camera at the moment. I'm in the dark. I'm kind of gremlining today. Frankly, I should be working on editing a completely different video, but I don't feel like it. I'm procrastinating. I love the voodoo chips because they've got like that sweet, like tanginess of barbecue, but then you also get the just really like sharp flavors of the salt and vinegar, and it all just meshes real nice. Oh yeah, I could see how the blood slime would ruin stuff underground. Kind of like the merman walls too. No, I've never heard of Necess or Kiora. I'm just kidding, Alexander. I'm very familiar with both games. Yes, I am familiar with Necess and Kiora. I think they're both very cool. I love Necess. I've got several videos on Necess on my channel. Kiora, I'm very much looking forward to. I post anytime there's any kind of news update for Kiora. It's on my channel. There's a video about it. Boy, this game's it's starting to have a real hard time placing stuff. Like, for some reason, it won't let me place walls here. It's like it's struggling near the top. There's weird areas up here. Look at this. I cannot finish off the walls. That's interesting. We'll go visit what I've done in the Coraline areas. I'll show you guys, because I do need to spend more time in the trichroma fields. I think this part is the most interesting. I'm gonna leave it. I would prefer to seal it all up so that I can't get enemies in here, but it's, you know, it's fine. In fact, I think I can, I can take advantage of the fact that it's like this. I did get the auto health and mana accessory. I'm not wearing it at the moment, but it's in one of these boxes. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Rainbow Bottled Fairy. I've noticed that it actually doesn't do a very good job on the hit points one. Like, there have been multiple times where I need a heal, like, real bad, and the fairy bottle's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, cooldown's not active, dude. Please heal me. And it's like, no, you're not low enough. And then I do get lower. You know, I get to a point where I'm, like, about to die, or I do die, and it doesn't go off because I just take so much damage that it's like, you took more damage than I could heal. Bleh. I'll stick with the stone torches. I did, Icarus. I took your advice on that, and I moved everything into the boat because I figured that would be a good spot for it, and it's proven to be. I've liked it. I've I've definitely liked having it in the boat. Really? Nothing? Nothing? I can't even put down torches? Ah, you are upsetting me, sir. Sir. Yeah, and there have been multiple times, Kaza, also where I just end up dying just because I can't use it in time. Okay. Now, I need, it is definitely still useful for the mana. Absolutely 100%. The mic just failed again. Thank you so much. The chests sparkle because of this item that detects nearby chests, Brooklyn. It also protects me from the cold. So it's, I'm like, ooh, I should probably put that on before I freeze to death. Oops. Yeah, it is a very colorful game, that's for sure. I do like that aspect of it too. That's for the trichroma, or that's for the thumper stuff, even though I don't think I need it as much as I used to. It's kind of weird how this left side looks smaller than the right side, despite the fact that they are the same size in tiles. Anyway, sorry, it's just weird. Oh, the Blessed Shield protects me from the cold? Oh, you're right. Protects me from frozen. Ooh, well then I might not need this as much as I used to. Because I mean, yeah, it increases my attack speed a little. And it increases my luck. I don't know if I care about those. Or about the light being emitted. That's too many tiles that causes spawning. I don't want spawning to occur. That's really weird and a little annoying. Alright, let's make sure that this doesn't cause spawning. We just walk away for a second. And then we walk back. And nothing. Alright. Should be good to go. Okay, and now back to here. Let's grab the coral floor again, and let's go to our walls. Let's use these turtle walls. I've got quite a few of them, and I like the way they look. Do I have any doors? No. Hold on. I also have over here some merman furniture and stuff. Ah, and I do have merman doors. Although I do really like the coral door. I love the way the coral door looks. So let's make some coral doors. Definitely want 2 of those. And let's also grab 2 of these. Grab some benches. Let's just grab them all. Let's grab some statues. Let's grab these fountains. Hi, Ashley. This is wrong. Wait a minute, I messed something up somewhere. What did I do? 2, 3, then I go up, out. I messed this up somehow. Okay, that's the problem. Let's there. All right, now we got a little, very basic boss arena. And the reason I'm having this boss arena the way it is because of this set of armor here. which gives me faster movement in liquids, increases my damage by 30%, and increases my damage by 5% while wet. So I'm trying to think of builds that are essentially... Kaza, you mentioned... yeah, the Starfish Brooch. I'm not familiar with that one. I don't think I've found the Starfish Brooch yet. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a quest, a fish reward? Yeah, I haven't done much in the way of fishing. Honestly, here's what I'm hoping for when it comes to fishing. I am hoping, because the next major update, according to the roadmap for Tinkerlands, the next major update is mod support. So I am hoping that we will get an auto fishing mod very, very quickly. And if we do, then I will auto fish the crap out of this and get all the stuff I'm missing. That's a cool little arena, Chris. I like it. Yeah, I hate the fishing minigame also. So as a result, I have done very little fishing. But with what I do have here, I have an increase of damage of 35%, then an additional 15% magic damage. So since I'm always doing magic damage, let's take it from 35, you know, to 50%. Then we have an additional 20, so that's at 75%. Now at 95%. And that's it on damage stuff. So I can take this off because I don't actually need it anymore. Let's see here. And then we can also... Here's the question. Do I use... Ugh, saving. Okay. Do I use the Turbo Trinity for an additional 10% damage? Or... I do. It's right here. I got the necklace. So do I use the... Alright, sorry, where was I? Where's the other item I was thinking? This, okay. So, increase my damage by 10%, or 20% more damage at an extra 20% MP cost, and allowing myself to overload my mana. I'm kind of thinking the mana overload, because the cost of this spell is so cheap. It's only 2 MP. I mean, a 20% increase in its MP consumption is nothing. It's like, what is that? 0.2? Something like that. It takes it to a 2.2. So that's, I think that makes the decision for me. Yeah, I'll take some more movement speed. Why not? Oh, wow. I'm actually almost out of money. That's crazy. Oh, I need to figure out how to make a lot of money. Okay. Fish fin, huh? Which one's that one? I don't remember that one. Is that... Which one's that? Is that this one? Fish fin. Ah, increases weapon speed by 20% while wet. That's tempting. But what can we afford to give up? Becomes the question. Maybe the Blessed Shield, although all of those immunities are pretty nice. I think I could probably live without the dash. Yeah. Oh, because it didn't even change the amount of dashes that I have. Look at that. I still have 3 dash. I guess 3 is the maximum dashes you can have. That's good to know. My movement speed without the boots, I don't even notice. Hold on, let me... There's no difference. There's no difference in my movement speed without the boots. At least while I have the Deep Abyss armor equipped. So... Yeah, no, my land speed definitely slows down. But for this boss fight, or for doing boss fight stuff, it's like I only have this equipped when I'm doing boss fights, since I can do all my boss fights here, essentially. Alright, let's try this. I'm going to reduce my mana cost. This reduces my MP consumption by 20%. This increases my NP consumption by 20%. So they cancel each other out, which is nice. And then let's summon the Deep Sea King. And let's see how effective this build is. Ooh, I killed him, but he killed me. But I didn't have any buffs on me, so that was interesting. That was good. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought I might. Or well, I was worried I'd do really bad. But I got him. I wasn't doing a very good job of dodging his attacks, that's for sure. Hey, Alpogu, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Alright, I need to get more money before I can just sit here spamming bosses, so... Let's see here. Let's go exploring the Trichroma area again, I guess. I have not searched for mob. I haven't done much in the way of mob farming in Tinkerlands. Largely due to the fact that I found, or at least it seems like, mob farming, I don't know, it just seems weird. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. I just haven't. Alright, I don't need this right now. Sorry, I'm reading chat right now. You finished Tinkerlands the other day, started collecting materials for the endgame grind. It's not possible to farm mobs. I mean, it seems like mob farming is handled in this game based on your position to certain tiles that spawn mobs, I guess. Like, it's weird. I've noticed, like, if I walk away and then come back, mobs will be spawned. So it's almost like you need... The best way I can think of to AFK handle a mob farm... Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can do it. I think it can be done with some rails, a summons, and just a big enough space for it. So let's grab some walls. I've got a lot of coral walls. Sure, we'll use these. And I have a whole 1 minecart rail. That's great. So let's make some of those. Holy shit, that made a lot. Okay, well, that's more than I'm ever gonna use. Oops. Oh well. Let's go to town here. Yeah. I didn't notice that it was 20 each. You get the drill off of the Deep Sea King. Basically the coral boss. I kind of like it. It's fast, it's effective. Tips and tricks video when? I gotta figure out tips and tricks to suggest first. I'm still learning how to play this game. I feel like I'm finally getting to the point where I'm starting to learn the tips and tricks, you know? Oh yeah, the tool damage is very low. It's only got 3 pickaxe and axe damage, but it's a tier 7 tool, so it'll break anything. Anything that can break, it'll break it. It's too short. God, I despise the fact that spacebar is the button for this. Oh, it's just barely too short, too. Alright. I think you're right. I think I need, it's too fast for the summons to kill things. So I need more zigzags, I think. There's a lot of speed, and you need to stay in a position long enough. So I need to zigzag a lot more. Hey, we're experimenting and we're learning. This is how we figure it out. Hey, you think I've got enough drills for this build? Or not drills, do you think I got enough track? Got enough track for this build? I can zigzag a lot more up here, so let's do that. I'm not going to have enough walls. I'm going to be just short by, oh, by like 3, of course. All right, let's see what this can do. I'm guessing it's still not long enough, but we will see. I'm getting spawn in the middle, so I can't complain about that, but it's not spawning enough. Like, I feel like I need more spawn than I'm getting. So the zigzag's important, but... Yeah, I can see how... yeah, that's a good point. Oh, and it's getting dark. Okay. I guess the question then becomes, do we need to make this bigger? Because I feel like it doesn't need to be bigger. It's a good size. It's just, I think I'm moving too fast, which I don't think I can control. Well, maybe it does need to be bigger. Alright, let's try making it bigger. And we'll probably switch to hedges since I'm not making more coral walls, that's for damn sure. This dang be long. Yeah, Pogo, I'm just trying to figure out a way to make a mob farm in this game, you know? Or at least one that works. So we're doing it with the forest or the grasslands biome stuff, since that's close. That's where my base is, but this is just a proof of concept, really. I prefer the idea of building my mob farms on the main island so that when I re-roll my islands, I don't lose anything I make on the other islands. So I've been trying to avoid any major infrastructure changes to the smaller islands, because when I end up re-rolling, I lose them, you know? But since you can create sub-biomes, you know, on the main island, I can create a mushroom zone, or I can create a jungle zone, or whatever I want on the main area. I know that this isn't connected, so it's not gonna cycle. I do kind of find it funny how the loot can't quite make it to me. So if I just sit here, I mean, this kind of works. I'm not really seeing a lot of mobs. I mean, it's faster than Core Keeper. Not 100% sure how I feel about this design. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, like I said, this is just a proof of concept, but you're right. They're spawning on the sides. No, this is not a boss arena strategy, Zelga. We're doing mob. We're talking about mob farming stuff right now. Yeah, alright. I think it's a decent proof of concept, but it needs a little bit more tweaking overall. Yeah, I think you're right. Putting it in the ocean is probably the better bet. The big thing that I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this, but I know I'll eventually want to for completionist's sake, is this. Doing all these potions and then getting the upgraded versions until I have the version that does it all. I mean, that just seems like a super strong accessory to basically have an accessory that grants you all the potion powers at all times. Because, I mean, this is super powerful. It's just, it takes such a pain. Yeah, like I'm nowhere near being able to do any of this stuff. The amount of farming I'm going to have to do to get it, just... Oof. Alright, I'm going to step AFK for just 1 minute here, guys. Run to the bathroom real quick and grab a drink, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So let's go to the Trichroma Island. Well, actually, you guys were asking earlier about how much I had done stuff in the Coraline areas. So let me just show you what I have done. And then we'll go to the Trichroma, which is where I want to spend some time right now. Alright, so I have basically done a once-over of the entire Coraline Fields map. And then, down in the caves, I've explored about this much of the caves. Like, while we're here, let's work on getting some pearls. That's so dark. It is so dark when you don't have your personal light. So I need a bunch of these Nidarian glands. But the best place for me to get them is from these little shells. Even though you get shells with it, you get Nidarian glands, and you also get have a chance to get pearls. It's rare, but it's there, and that's all that matters to me, is chance for the pearls. Yeah, I'm basically at the stage of this game where I'm now farming stuff, you know? Like, the bosses are dead, and I need to complete codexes, I need to finish off the last few items that I don't have recipes for yet, and I just need to find all those few, you know, items here and there that I just don't have yet. Yeah, there's a pearl. Hey Aztec, how does this game compare to Core Keeper and Nissa? Well, I'd say it's similar. If you like both games, you'll like this game too. It's still in early access, so don't expect as much content or as much just general stuff as either one of those games. Because it's much earlier in its development than they are. Yeah, that being said, it still has a lot of content, so... I do wish that it had the ability to dig up more stuff, more ground tiles, because as it is right now, you have to dig up and place tiles one at a time, and I just can't. I can't deal with that. Yeah, I would love to see an NPC overhaul in Core Keeper. I feel like especially Necess has set a new standard for what NPCs can be like in a game, and especially games in this genre. And I definitely think Core Keeper would benefit from a bit of an upgrade on that sense. Cool, I finally got the recipe for the Coralite spell. That's good. Yeah, some of them don't have a lot of great uses, but they all can be put to use. That's the thing. Like, even if, you know, you don't find a lot of uses from one of the specific NPCs that you can't get from another one, at least you can be like, alright, well, I'm just gonna gear you out, and you're a defense NPC now. Like, I think I've got like 6 or 7 guards in my Necess village, just because they're so useful for bringing them with me places. I think the one NPC I think I don't really have much of is just the villager, the generic NPC, you know? That guy seemed a little pointless. So I only got one of those for the sake of completionist. Yeah, I also really love that they can fight. The blacksmith is kind of meh. Yeah, I'll admit that. I like the ones that you can send out on, like, journeys, and that you can have that message board now where you can set up things that you want. So you can be like, all right, I got a couple fishermen. Here's all the fish I want. Go find me these fish. And then they do. Same with the miner. You can be like, just go find me this stuff. So this is all I've explored in the Trichroma area, so there's a lot to do here. I figure this is a good opportunity. We can explore around. I feel like I could use some chroma wood, so let's blow up some of this. And get some of this wood. I don't think this map needs or I don't think this island gets a map, per se. But I didn't... People have told me that it starts to spawn... What did I just do? Quest completed, monstrous identification? What? What? Come on, what quest did I just complete without realizing? Hold on, let's go back to base, because I don't know what the heck just happened. Oh, monster solidification. If you can defeat these enemies, I can solidify them into a statue that you can use later. I completely forgot about the quests that this NPC was giving. Completely forgot about them. And apparently I've, like, completed these, but didn't turn them in. Oh, I got a mini-boss. It's the yellow trichoma ghost. Well, I admit, I'm curious. I'm going to go back to the main island real quick. Yeah, sorry, Icarus, let me back up a bit. I don't think that the Trichroma Island has its own unlock map. I don't remember ever getting one, but I didn't get my Trichroma map to spawn, like when I was just searching for it and rolling the compass. I couldn't get it to spawn until I want to say after I finished the boss or the event on Coral Island, and then I started getting it. I could be wrong. I got it in a stream. I definitely had spent a lot of time on the Coral Island before I started getting it. Maybe you don't need to beat the boss, but you definitely have to go to that island first. Or at least that's my experience. Okay, beat those enemies I can slot. So this person just makes me more and more statues, huh? I beat enemies as they require, and they make me statues of them that I can use. I mean, if that's the case, I've got a Goblin Island here, don't I? I think I do. Pretty sure I do. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I did. Alright, no problem. As much as I don't really need it, I think I'm going to... Where is it? I think I might put that, this guy back on, just for the light source. I don't need the boosted damage right now. So... Hey, Angelina. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Alright. Let's continue to explore the unexplored areas of this map. I've been playing this game for a couple weeks now. I'm currently about 60 hours or so into the game. And it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I've been loving it. I think it's worth it, yeah. If you liked Core Keeper or you liked the Necess, then I think you'll like this game too. Get a little bit more room. This guy's a bit of a pain in the butt when you don't have a lot of room. Got stuff in the way. Got him. I'm playing on PC. This game's in early access and it's only available on PC right now. You guys just don't stop. That's probably the most annoying thing about these ghosts, is that they just keep coming. This item spawn rate needs to be tweaked a bit. It's a bit high. Oh yeah, Angelina, I play a bunch of other stuff. Core Keeper is my main game. But right now we're branching out a lot. So there's lots of other things. Catch my YouTube channel. That's where most of my content is. I'm probably going to start playing, what is the game called? Ori? I picked that up on the Steam sale recently, so I was thinking of spending some time playing that. Hey, nunchucks. One of the items I've been looking for. Trees in my way. Oh my god, another one? Jesus Christ, I still haven't healed from the last one. Let's go back to base. Recover for a second. Jesus. Spawn is just way too high. Way too high. Hey, Angelina, no, actually, I'm not a full-time streamer. Streaming is just something I kind of do. I'm a full-time content creator on YouTube, yes, but Twitch is kind of a side thing for me. If you want to see most of my material, you're going to have to go to YouTube. And I don't currently play any first-person shooters, but I have in the past. Yeah, Michael, those bosses are very annoying with the trees. I don't know if I would count Dune Awakening as a first-person shooter. Because, I mean, it's third-person, and it's more of a survival game. Yeah, I've got two YouTube channels. I've got my my main one, Dakin's Madhouse, which has a bunch of different games in it, but Core Keeper, Necess, and Tinkerlands are probably the three biggest ones. I do have a lot of Fallout 76 content on there too from my really old stuff. It's pretty bad though. I will warn you. My old Fallout stuff is I learned how to edit. I learned how to do video editing. I learned how to do content creation. I learned how to use a microphone and things like that on all that Fallout stuff. So the quality is a lot lower. It's kind of junk actually, but it you know, that's where I started. And I have a second channel that I just started called Dakin's Bakehouse. And that's one where we bake foods in real life that we find in video games. And I just started that one. I'm actually probably going to stop streaming. This isn't going to be a long streaming day for me because I do need to get back to editing so that I can get another video up for that channel. I recently made a cake that's themed from Dune. So I need to finish editing that video. I keep putting it off. Excuse me. I cooked a gumbo recipe yesterday thinking, oh, I can use this for Disney Dreamlight Valley. Why don't I hire an editor? Because editors cost money. And why would I ever pay for something that I can just do myself? You don't think editors cost money? I'm not hiring an editor. That's not happening. I edit my own videos. In fact, I can't even see myself hiring a team in general. Like, even if I had like 1 million subscribers and was doing all sorts of stuff, I'd probably still just do it all by myself. Or just me and my wife. I really can't see myself hiring anyone ever. I don't want to be a boss. I really don't. I also don't think I'd be a very good boss because I have a very specific way I want things done, and I have a very specific way that I do it myself, and I'm not interested in deviation or opinions. So it's like if someone came up to me and they're like, I've got this really good idea, I'd be like, that's nice, I don't give a shit. Like, but you can increase your channel, but it's like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. So yeah, I'm not a good boss. Plus, I have this other stigma. All right, so I have seen what editors have charged in the past, and I've noticed three things when it comes to editors and charging for their work. They're either charging you pennies, you know, it's practically like, why are you guys doing this? How can you make a living doing this, because you're barely charging any money at all. And then I wonder what kind of quality of work would you get from that, from an editor who's charging barely nothing. You get editors that charge a fair, what I would consider a fair rate, and that's outside my price range. And then you get the editors who charge a percentage based on how much you make on the video. And just looking at how much I make off of my content, that would be even less money. I mean, that would practically be slave labor, because I make nothing off of my content, you know? I mean, I make on average about $200 a month doing this. So if an editor charged me 40% of my revenue, they'd be having to churn out daily content for me, because I'd make the videos, you know, and they'd be making pennies per hour if they were charging me a percentage. So it's like, I don't see any situation where having an editor benefits anybody. God, these freaking... I'm just ignoring the trichoma ghosts. I do not care. I don't like this island very much. That's for damn sure. Yeah, you've gotten lucky. I've been swamped. Like, I just get hammered by these guys non-stop. So I do want to switch over to some of the melee stuff and try some of the other melee stuff, but before I do that, I want to unlock some of this other shit here, because like some of the really strong melee abilities, melee accessories are all still locked for me. I've got the good magic ones, but I don't really have a lot of the good melee ones, because they're all still stuck behind these various I'm missing one item for each one kind of situation, and it's all jungle and desert stuff. So that's really what I need to do, is just farm jungle and desert non-stop until I get those last items, and then I start playing with some of the different stuff. Because I do have this, the rainbow sword. I did get it. And I know it's really powerful. So let's look at some options for melee. The turtle armor's cool. Can't deny that. But the immunity to knockback doesn't matter. And there's better damage increase from other gear. So, like, there's this red one here that increases my melee damage by 20%. I feel like the red one is probably the best melee armor. Damage by 20%, hit points go up by 100. Let's see what else we've got. The bloody set, it goes up by 15%, but it gives me that life steal. That life steal's pretty good. You know, the Plague Doctor one's also pretty good. Does it have a better damage boost? It has a better damage boost, and it can inflict poison, burn, or frozen. And frozen. So it has a chance to do all of that at once. Now this one is also interesting because it's got really good armor. It's got a chance to just block damage flat out, which is a plus from a tank standpoint, and it's essentially got a Thorns effect built into it. So the Coralite armor might be something to consider also. I don't think there's anything in this early now. There's nothing really in this early section that's worthwhile. Oh, now here's something to consider. This one increases my critical chance. Spectral armor's not bad. Alright, so the ones with the highest armor value are the Spectral and the Coralite. 50, 40, 40, 25, 20, 20, 20. So really, let's try this Coralite armor out. I need to get more Coralite ingots. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, that's a weapon. What's it doing in my trinket section? Let's see. This ring increases my melee damage. That's tempting, but I don't know. When my health drops below 50%, my health does spend a lot of time below 50%. Wow, look at this. Increases my damage by 30%, defense by 50, and decreases movement speed by 75%. Wow. That's definitely like a tank kind of build. You just stand there and take it. Interesting. See, there's a better version of this warrior edge that I don't have yet. Lifesteal is nice. Let's equip the Bloodlust just for now. We might change that. Let's see what this can do. First things first, let's reforge this. I do not have a lot of money to reforge this with right now. Do I want to leave this at Hurricane? No, I really don't. Oh, sweet. Got Legendary. Perfect. I have way too good of luck when it comes to getting Legendary abilities on my items. Look at that. I got Legendary on my Drill. I got Legendary on my Quetzalcoatl. There's tons of Legendaries. Turbo, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take movement speed. Why not? Most of this stuff has movement speed on it. I know defense is usually better, but whatever. Alright, let's see how this does. I can't summon a boss. Let's see. Actually, I can. Hold on. Yeah. Fairy. Summon the fairy boss. Oops. Do it from our new arena. Even though I'm not going to wear the arena armor that this is designed for. I should make a ground arena too, so that I have an area where I'm not in water. Crap, that hurt. Works pretty well, though. Alright. Let's go see how this build does on Trichroma Island. Stack all that. Apparently, I just put away my sword. Make sure that doesn't happen again. If I switch to a melee build, I need to get some new crops, because I do not have a lot of crops that aren't magic related. Been doing just tons of prickly pears. You're right, this does work really well. Very effective in this island. Ooh. I like it. I like it a lot. this is the longest I've gone without running into one of the ghost mini bosses, which is kind of weird. I would have expected to have fought like 3 of them by now. That's a new item. I haven't seen that one before. Look at this area. Jesus. Woo. Oh, I made mincemeat out of them, didn't I? Oh, here we go. Wondering when one of you were going to show up. Much easier to kill them with this weapon. And I don't even have the best damage gear for it yet. Alright. Yeah, it certainly does appear to be, doesn't it, Icarus? It's very effective. I mean, it goes through trees, which is probably the best part. Now I'm getting hammered with the ghost like normal. It's got a huge range. It's got like the range of a ranged weapon, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Say hello to my little friend. You want to play rough? Okay. Is there anything special to these weird structures? Or is it just a bunch of rock? I guess it's just a bunch of rock. Yeah, I'd hope that there would be like something hidden in the middle, but nope. I've never seen this sharpening stone either before. I'm finding all sorts of new stuff. impossible to roam around in. Go. Much easier. Rainbow candle. Alright, let's learn this recipe. Let's learn the flame nunchucks recipe. Any other recipes I need to learn? Yes, the longbow. Let's kill the chonky slimes. The chonky slimes turn into smaller slimes after you beat them. I don't really feel like there's anything else interesting over here. I found everything that I can. I think I found everything that I can anyway. Yeah, I really like that flower wall, too. I think it's really cool looking. Okay. Let's see here. Let's look at the codex for a second. Let's see what I have. I need to kill a bunch more of, on what I don't. Look at how few bloody slimes. I've only beaten one bloody slime. I need to kill 50. That's funny. I really need to start that event again and just let that heart beat for a while. And just let it take over the cave. Blue Mage, just 20 more. Okay, I'm getting close to that. Clownfish? I don't even remember ever catching a clownfish. Or killing one. I don't know. I don't remember that. That's funny. That is a Hypnotoad. Oh, I thought it was. All glory to the Hypnotoad. Wow, there's still a creature I haven't... There's still a couple of creatures I haven't found. That's crazy. You know, I thought I'd be a lot further along in my mage killing than I am. Considering how many of them I've killed. or fought, anyway. Look at that. 11 of the yellow trichroma ghosts. Jeez. The bosses, I've already beaten every single one 3 times. So I know all the boss loot, which is nice. But as you can see, there's still quite a few fish that I haven't found. And there's still quite a few cooking... Oh, not a lot. There's still a couple cooking recipes I haven't got yet. Alright. So I'm only going to play for another 15 minutes, I think. Like I said, I still got some editing I need to get done today. And I don't want this to take up my entire day, because it will if I let it. Put some stuff away. Alright, so we got a sharpening stone. We got an Ifrit Ember. Creates fire projectiles around the wearer. That's cool. Alright, let's re-roll and see what we can get. Alright, we got Coraline, Jungle, Pumpkin, Ghost, Pumpkin, Pumpkin, Monsoon, Grass, and Monsoon. I mean, the Monsoons aren't bad. They're just, you know, different jungle islands. And I do need a lot of jungle right now. So I've got one... I basically have 3 jungles. Let's reroll. Coraline, Jungle, Ghost, Pumpkin, Tundra, Tribes, Tundra. Trichroma, Mushroom, Jungle, Ghost, Coraline, Jungle, Coraline. I need Desert and Jungle, truthfully. Tribes is also Jungle, good to know. All right, so this has a This basically has a tribes, a jungle, a desert, and a goblin. And I kind of want to do a goblin one too, just because of the stuff. There's still some stuff I need on it, so I'll keep this one just to do them all. Let's do this desert one real quick, just because it'll be quick and easy. I think that's how we'll finish up today. We're just gonna see what we can get on this jungle island, or this desert island. Oh, and I need these flowers. I have to remember that. I need these. I need a bunch of these flowers for potions. So, might as well harvest some flowers while we're here. I agree. I would love to see more types of signs. That would be great. I would love that if you could make your own. Make a little bit of pixel art. That would be so cool. This is a pretty cool skeleton. I wish I could take this skull home, but I know that if I break it, it's just going to be a bunch of bones. Still, it was a really cool eye. It's really cool looking. There's a lot of stuff in this game that I wish that you could craft it yourself or use it for your own like decoration. I didn't bring my pyramid key with me. I'll have to go pick that up before I leave. Although, from what I was looking at, most of the items that I actually want, they drop from the crates, not from the pyramid chests. Yeah, the Ghostlands is full of cool stuff that I wish you could actually use. Excuse me. I'm definitely going to have to come back with my pyramid key and pick up these various pyramids. See what's in the chest. Probably nothing new, but at the very least, should be stuff I can sell. Alright, that's the island. So let's go grab our key. And I got 75 flowers out of that. Not bad, not bad. Could have been worse. Key. Okay, I definitely don't need any of that. But I think I'm going to hold on to the Fang. They don't have any of those. Goodbye to all that. Alright. How many of these do I need to do? So there's 7 of them. Let's do the ones down south first. It's a shame it's just recipes. Recipes don't sell for much. There we go. Getting extra actual accessories is helpful, because those do sell for a decent amount. Okay. Not quite at a platinum piece yet. But hey, at least we cleared out this desert island. So that's good. Didn't get anything I really needed from it, but that's okay. I think I'll head back to the mainland for now. Yeah, I really wish you could break those pyramid walls too. What's my opinion between Tinkerlands and Necess? Quinef, I like both of them. I think they're both great games. They are both good in different ways, and they both have different strengths and weaknesses. Necess is much further along in development than Tinkerlands is, so it's got a little bit more content to it. So if you're looking for something that'll last you a little bit longer in your initial playthrough, then Necess is probably the better choice. But I'm personally have a little bit more fun in Tinkerlands. I just like the overall play experience. I think it feels a little bit nicer than Necess. But both are really good. I like them both overall. And I think that since Tinkerlands is still in the early stages of early access, it's still got a lot of potential and a lot of growth that we can expect from it. I need to learn how to make jam toast, wheat, and strawberry. Okay. I don't really think I have much in the way of wheat. I think Necess's biggest flaw, as well as its biggest attribute, is the complexity of its village, like, settlement system. It is hard to find time for a lot of these games. I feel you, man. Once you get the hang of Necess's settlement system, I think it's one of the more robust NPC systems in video games. And I really, really like the way Necess does that. But the learning curve on it is a bit steep. And there's still aspects of it I don't fully understand. So it's definitely interesting. Like there are some things that I try to do in it and I'm like, why doesn't this work? So all right. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here for the day. It does have a bit of a rough onboarding process, Icarus. Yeah, that's true. But it's like once you get the hang of it, Necess is a lot of fun. And the fact that you can add a lot of people to your party in Necess is really helpful too, because it's like you can brute force your way through some of the bosses. Like if you can't quite figure out the strategy or you just keep getting yourself killed a lot on a boss, just spend some time hiring a ton of guards, run around to the various NPC villages and poach all of their guards, and get yourself an army of like 10 or 11 NPC guards that are geared up, and just bring them with you. And you can tear through so many bosses that way. Being able to get the NPCs to help you fight is a big deal. I also really like the traps in Necess. Like one thing I really wish you could do in Tinkerlands was pick up all the little traps that are on the ground. the turrets, the spike traps, all of that stuff. I wish you could pick that up and use it. You know, Ice Queen. I don't remember the Ice Queen. I don't know if I've gotten... Which bosses have I killed in Necess? Hold on, let me take a look at Necess's bosses. And I can tell you where I am on the bosses there, because I'm far in Necess, but I haven't beaten all of the bosses yet. So let's see here. I've beaten Evil's Protector, the Queen Spider, I've done the Void Wizard, I've done the Runebound Chieftain. I'm pretty sure I've done the Swamp Guardian, yes to the Ancient Vulture, yes to the Pirate Captain. I've done the Reaper, I think, yeah, I've done the Cryo Queen and the Cursed Crone. I have gotten myself killed to the Pest Warden and I haven't beaten it yet. And I have not fought Sage and Grit yet, nor have I fought the Fallen Wizard or any of the Incursion bosses. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have 9 bosses to do in Necess. Yeah, exactly. As long as one person stays alive, you can keep going in Core Keeper, which is nice. You also, if you put your bed close enough with the way that the bosses in Core Keeper heal, you can usually get killed and get back to the boss before they heal up, and you can just keep doing the fight, which is one thing I really like in Core Keeper. And yes, Hellraiser, I am looking forward to the Traps update coming in October. That's going to change a lot of things. I think it's going to make mob farming a lot better in this game, too. Because that's one area where this game lacks, is it doesn't have a very good mob farm. So... just going to come back to my village here. And I'm going to head over to my... tavern, because I like the tavern, and I'm going to go ahead and log out here. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I don't have a lot of Core Keeper content planned this week, as I've got some stuff for the bakehouse that I really need to get done, and right now I'm struggling to keep up with both channels all the time. I've got to find a new rhythm, so I'm working on that. I'll churn out a couple Core Keeper videos at some point, maybe some Tinkerlands build videos this week. That's kind of was partly my goal with the, with building that little arena, was trying to figure out, was building a little area so that I could do some boss fights. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we've got with the Core Keeper content. If you haven't seen my interview yet, or not my interview, if you haven't seen my reaction to Redria's interview with Jonathan Gear, he's the Core Keeper composer, I highly recommend you check out either my reaction or Redria's original interview. It's on the main channel. If you haven't been to Dagon's Bakehouse yet, I highly recommend you check that out. In fact, that's actually what I'm going to start working on next. I'm definitely going to be streaming more this Thursday. I might stream a little bit more this week since I don't have a lot of major Core Keeper content or just content in general planned. So I'll probably do a little bit more streaming to make up for it. I'm trying to think of anything else important that you guys might care about, and nothing I can think of off the top of my head right now. So please be sure to like the videos if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channels if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to reach 180 followers on Twitch, and I'm currently at 177. So more followers, the better. And yeah, that's everything. So you guys have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay crazy, everyone. Oh, and Eternal Secret, thank you for the Twitch follow. I appreciate it. Stay crazy, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Oh, Twitch guys, I'm going to see if there's someone worth streaming or worth raiding. So let's see if I can raid somebody. None of my friends are on right now, so not going to raid a rando. All right. Have a wonderful day, guys.